Welcome back everyone to the Brett Darian channel. In this video we're going to be talking about these disc repair kits or scratch buffer kits that you might have seen in stores years ago. And we're going to see if they actually work in this video. Now, my first experience with these kind of disc repair kits is that when I was a kid, I used to go to EB Games all the time, and they used to sell this game disc cleaning device called the Game Doctor. And I don't think they sell that anymore. This was like years ago when I was a teenager. But the employee there at EB Games actually wanted to demonstrate that device on one of my game discs. So I gave him my copy of Sonic Adventure for the Sega Dreamcast, which I know now was a mistake. But I gave him the copy of that disc, and he used the Game Doctor on it, which you put the disc in there, and then it has this handle that you spun around like that, and it would like buff the data layer of the disc, and that actually destroyed the disc. It made it completely unreadable in the console. So luckily the employee did replace the disc and gave me another copy of the game, but needless to say, we did not buy the Game Doctor. Now that was a manually operated one. I think they later came out with a motorized one, and I think I did eventually read later that, yeah, you should not use those devices on Dreamcast games. So I will not be using any Dreamcast game discs in this video on these devices here. But we do have, I did find this at Goodwill a little while back. It was half price, so it was only $1, so I figured there was nothing to lose. We got, there's two separate cleaning devices in here, so we're going to be trying both out. This first one is a GE radio CD, DVD, and it even advertises Blu-ray cleaning system. So this is somewhat recent anyway. Of course, Blu-ray did come out now 20 years ago, so I guess that's not somewhat, so I guess that's not that recent anymore. And we also have this Maxell disc scratch repair kit, which looks a little bit more sophisticated because this actually has a two-step cleaning solution. So it's got two bottles here for step 1 and a second one for step 2. That's a cleaner, polisher, and sealer. So that might work a little better, but we'll find out. But first, let's take them both out of this package here. The Maxell one, and here's the GE one. You see it opens up like that. It has this little buffer pad here that spins around. I thought this actually might move around, but it looks like it doesn't. This does, though. And now we have the cleaning solution. So this is for the Maxell one. See here we got step 1, that's the scratch remover. And then step 2, that's the cleaner, polisher, and sealer. And the GE one is just a single bottle. See, it does still have solution in it though, and this is just simply called cleaning solution. So we're going to be demonstrating this on 3 different discs. The first one here is a loose copy of Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for the Xbox 360. It does have a few scratches on it. It's nothing real bad, nothing that'll make the game disc unreadable, but this is the loose copy, so I don't really care about it. And so we'll see if it will take out any of these scratches. And the second thing I do have is a music CD. I've demonstrated this disc in other videos. And this one I actually deliberately scratched. So that's what it looks like now. As you can see, it's pretty scuffed up. It's really scratched. I rubbed it against the wood table here. And I also rubbed it against the carpet and stuff to try to make it as bad as I could so that it's unreadable. And if I put it in this Sony boombox here and turn it on, you can see it does read the table of contents, and it'll even start playing the first track. But then if I were to skip to track 2, it does have trouble reading the latter part of the disc. It will like just skip and it won't even read at all. So we'll see if any of these kits can possibly repair this disc. Now admittedly, this disc might be a little too far gone, especially this area here, but we'll still give it a try and see what happens. I'll also try it on a Blu-ray disc. This is a loose copy of Moana from Redbox, and obviously the Blu-ray looks pretty pristine. It's more difficult to scratch and damage Blu-rays, but these things can possibly maybe damage your discs. So we'll see if this actually scratches the Blu-ray. Alright, so first we'll try the Black Ops 2 disc, and we'll try that in this GE kit. And there are no instructions for this one, but I'm just going to assume that you put the disc with the data side facing up like that, and then a light amount of cleaner on the disc like this. Oh, that's probably a little more than a light amount. And then you probably just rotate it around like that. And if you see it in there, that's actually rotating the disc. And you can see there the buffer pad is getting wet. So it is spinning around as the disc is spinning as well. So that should increase the cleaning action. And we'll do it one more time here. I'll try doing it really fast in case that increases cleaning power. Alright, let's take a look at that. Let's get the disc out of here. And let's examine it. And, well, I don't think that got out any scratches. I mean, it does look pretty, like, sharp, though. Like, it does look like it might be a little cleaner. Like, it definitely did get off maybe some dust or some fingerprints. Although you can still maybe see a fingerprint there, but I may have literally just put that on there. But, you know, as for the deep scratches, a simple little cleaning thing like this probably ain't going to get those out. Alright, so now let's try this Maxell disc scratch repair kit. And let's see if we can help this Disney disc that I scratched. So again, this is a 2-step cleaning system. And this includes a couple of some cleaning pads. And the instructions here are actually pretty simple. It says here to just place disc label side down on disc platform. So that'll be like that there. And then shake step 1 solution well and place 2 drops onto problem area. And then allow step 1 paste to dry for 5 minutes. And then using one of the cleaning cloths, buff the area gently in straight lines from the center of the disc. So we'll do that. We'll shake up the step 1 solution here. And we'll place 2 droplets. Since we want to basically clean the whole disc, I'll put... Whoa. So, alright, that really came out there. A lot more than I thought. Okay, so we'll put 2 there, and then I'll put 1 up there, since that's another trouble area. That's kind of dribbling off now. I'm just going to put like a small dab here in between, because this is really scratched up. I feel like I should smooth this out and distribute it evenly across the entire disc, but It does not say to do that in the instructions. It just says to place the drops and then just let it dry for 5 minutes. So that's what I'll do. Okay, so now 5 minutes has passed, and you can see the solution is still pretty wet. But regardless, we'll take a cleaning cloth and we'll now work our way from the center of the disc outward. The instructions make it really clear to clean it that way. And this is definitely probably too much solution here. But like this almost kind of looks like coffee because it's brown. Or maybe some kind of like some type of espresso or something. And it doesn't look like it's getting out any of the deep scuffs, which is what I expected. But I guess it's about as good as it's going to get. So I'll let that dry for another couple minutes, and then I'll apply the step 2 solution. Okay, here we go. I'll just use one of the other cleaning pads for this. And again, you clean from the center part out. You never use a circular motion for these. And I guess that's it. I mean, does that look any better at all? Probably not, does it? Like, these scuffs here are probably really, really deep. And there's probably nothing going to repair those. And if I put it back in the CD player, it still does read the table of contents, but I bet it still will not play disc track 2. No. It still does not. So there was no improvement whatsoever. Not surprised by that at all. It says here the Scratch Repair Kit CD335 removes minor scratches and eliminates skipping and sound loss. Designed for all disc formats. Disc products are very durable but are still subject to scratches that will cause skips and sound dropouts. The CD335 will repair minor scratches and imperfections on disc surfaces. If the problem persists after repeated use, the scratch may be too deep and irreparable. So, obviously, these scratches here that I did myself are definitely not repairable. So, these repair kits are really only made for very light scratches, and you can see it didn't really even do much for the light scratches either, like right here and right here. I don't know if it removed any scratches at all. But will it damage your discs though? Well, I'm going to try this Blu-ray here, which again, as you can see, literally has no scratches on it. And I'm going to put it in the GE disc cleaning system, and I'll put just a couple sprays on it. You can definitely see the buffing action there, but I don't see any new scratches. Overall, still pretty clean, no scratches, but there might be a couple of buff marks in it, but no scratches. Okay, and finally, I'm going to use the Maxell cleaning system again, and this time I'm going to use it on the Xbox 360 disc and see if that'll remove any of the light scratches that this one has. So we'll do the step 1 solution first. I'll try to apply it directly over a couple of the scratches and see if that does anything. And now we let sit and dry for 5 minutes. Okay, I just got done cleaning the disc with both the cleaning solutions of the Maxell kit, and once again I don't really see any improvement. And both of those cleaning solutions really do just contain isopropyl alcohol from both brands. And so that is it. The moral of the story: take care of your discs, keep them in their appropriate cases. Don't scratch them. Take care of them, and they will last you a long time. And these kind of cleaning kits, they're not meant for cleaning deep scratches. There are machines that will buff and resurface your CDs and will take out the scratches and make them look new again, but those are very expensive machines and they're very loud. These are not what they are. These are just very basic cleaning kits that will remove some physical debris like dirt or some dust or hair or something, but they are not a replacement for an actual disc resurfacing machine. And like, that is not what these are, and you should not expect the same results of those machines out of this. But either way, this was still fun to experiment with, and I'm not saying these are not useful at all for anything, but if you have a disc that looks like this, these are definitely not going to help it. You will need a disc resurfacing machine. But anyhow, guys, that'll do it for me for now. Hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you guys next time.